You are sitting in a climate-controlled room right now. The temperature is perfect. There is food within reach. No predator is hunting you. Every measurable threat to your survival is essentially zero. And yet something inside you is on edge. Something is scanning. Something is waiting for the thing that never comes. That feeling is not anxiety. It is not a disorder. It is a 300,000-year-old operating system running on hardware that was never designed for this world. Your brain still lives in a cave. It does not know you are safe. It cannot know. It was built for a world that wanted to kill you, and no amount of civilization, air conditioning, or grocery delivery has rewritten that code. The software is ancient, the machine is ancient, and it is running right now inside your skull, doing exactly what it was built to do. Here is what that actually means for the way you think, feel, and move through every single day. Start with the basics. Your brain is not one thing. It is three things layered on top of each other, each built at a different point in evolutionary time. The deepest layer, the brainstem, is sometimes called the reptilian brain. It controls breathing, heart rate, and the instant reflexive responses that fire before conscious thought can even form. Above that sits the limbic system, the emotional core, the part that generates fear, hunger, desire, and loyalty. And sitting on top of both of them, like a recent addition to an ancient building, is the prefrontal cortex. That is the part you think of as you. The part that reasons, plans, and reads educational videos on the internet. But here is what most people do not understand. That rational outer layer does not run the show. It is outvoted constantly by the older structures underneath it. Neuroscientist Paul MacLean first described this layered architecture in the 1960s, and while his model has been refined since, the core insight has held. You are not a rational being who sometimes feels things. You are an ancient emotional creature who occasionally manages to think clearly. The sequence of control in your brain almost always runs emotion first, cognition second, and that emotional core, the limbic system, was optimized for one environment: a flat, open landscape, a social group of around 150 people, a world where food was scarce, strangers were dangerous, and being separated from your group meant death. That world has been gone for 10,000 years, but your brain never got the update. Psychologist Tooby and anthropologist Leda Cosmides spent decades developing what they called evolutionary psychology, a framework for understanding why modern minds are so consistently irrational in predictable, patterned ways. Their argument is simple. A brain is a collection of problem-solving tools, and each tool was shaped to solve a specific ancestral problem. When the environment changes but the tools do not, you get mismatch. You get a mind perfectly designed for the Pleistocene trying to navigate a world of offices and smartphones and strangers it will never see again. That mismatch shows up everywhere. Take your attention. Your brain has a negativity bias so powerful that negative information is processed faster, remembered more clearly, and given more weight than positive information of equal intensity. A bad review stings longer than a good review satisfies. A single critical comment at work can override 10 compliments. You will replay an argument in your head for days, but struggle to hold on to a warm moment with the same fidelity. This is not a flaw. In a dangerous environment, missing a threat killed you. Missing a reward just meant you were hungry for another day. The asymmetry in consequences created an asymmetry in attention. Your brain learned to hunt for what could hurt you. And in the modern world, that hunting instinct attaches itself to email threads and social media comments and the news, which is engineered, knowingly, to feed it. Now think about social belonging. The need to be accepted by your group is not a nice feeling. It is a survival imperative wired into your nervous system at a physiological level. Neuroscientist Naomi Eisenberger ran a study in which participants were excluded from a simple computer game while lying inside an fMRI scanner. The social rejection activated the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the same region that processes physical pain. Being left out of a game for a few minutes with strangers you had never met triggered the same neural circuitry as a broken bone. Your brain does not distinguish between social pain and physical pain because for most of human history, they had the same consequence. Being cast out of the group was a death sentence. The pain you feel when someone ignores you or excludes you is your brain telling you that your survival is at risk. It is not being dramatic. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. And then there is the stress response. When you're nervous,